Big milestone for us, y'all. Episode 10, motherfuckers.
Hey.
We made it. Episode 10.
We here.
Give ourselves a round of applause, man. How y'all doing?
I'm doing alright, man. So
Good,
you
man.
doing good?
I'm doing great, man. Welcome back to another episode. I'm your gracious host. I'm here with a few motherfuckers. Let them introduce themselves. Go ahead.
I'm a black man. I'm matter. My name's AJ.
I'm at it. Dre.
D Wade.
How was your week? Let's get right into the week in review. How was your week, man? Who want to start off with that?
I guess you can start.
I
off.
will.
You
I'll
a static, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. I got my feet done. You know what I'm saying? I went got my feet done with my old lady, man. I said my feet, man.
With your old lady?
Yeah, with my old lady. I took we got our feet done and shit. Got a head.
Listen,
A little pedicure.
self-care is important.
Yeah, man.
Even
My feet
men
look
is for
like-
sure. I feel you. I feel you.
My fucking feet
I feel you.
scraping the motherfucking ground with my fucking toes. My toenails.
Better than most, man.
Man, pedicure a little bit.
Nah,
Y'all
yo.
had y'all shit now?
Yeah.
Dre said that shit too. He was like, yo, man, y'all niggas gotta go get your feet done.
Yeah.
The fishes be licking your toes and shit.
It's somebody we went to high school with. She does house manicure. Pedicure. She does house pedicures. I had her come through the crib.
Alright, I
Who?
don't know about
Huh?
Who?
I want to go somewhere.
Amber.
I don't wanna come to the crib.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, pedicure is like 70, but them shits was good though. It was like 2 hours.
70?
I ain't bad.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
niggas be moaning when y'all get your feet done?
I don't.
My
Nah.
fucking feet,
You know what I'm saying?
my feet was ticklish as shit though when she was hitting a couple
Ticklish
drums,
as
like, I was jumping and shit.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
It was exhilarating, I would say.
Exhilarating. I'm sure a lot of women was happy for nail salons to be open. That and getting waxes too, man.
Alright, no.
I
ain't talking about you. No.
Wait, what did that John like?
We ain't trying to get this box waxed.
Yeah.
I ain't expect this shit to go there.
I ain't say shit about me though, dog. Like shit went way left.
The works.
Right. I was just telling y'all what I did this week.
He talking about she make house calls. She do your feet and wax your
Nigga, I ain't saying shit about this girl though, man. The women, dog.
Too much bullshit, man.
So Amber, she did the joint like she put the towel.
Nigga, this shit ain't about Amber at all, yo. God damn,
Alright, go ahead, man.
What do y'all go ahead, man? I done said what happened to me.
No, let Wade talk.
Where you want to go ahead, man?
Mr. Miyagi.
No, man. I was talking about women in particular, man. I know a lot of them was happy that a lot of their wax places were open back up.
Right.
That's all.
Oh, I mean, alright.
Yeah, I know, cause you just it's straight to the jokes with niggas. You
Hey
know what I mean?
man, y'all listen. I told y'all niggas don't play at me last week. Y'all wanted to play. I'm here to play. Hey, man. So let's go. Let's play fucking ball.
So go ahead. You go next then, bro.
I never got my feet done or waxed. Nigga,
All right, so
I
what you?
don't- I
So
can't
you up
relate.
next? How was your week?
Oh, you want to talk about my fitness journey again?
No, I ain't bring up your fitness journey, big
Oh,
dog.
alright.
Big dog? No. I mean, I had a good week. You know, off work. I go back to work this week, so I should have
You ain't
more.
work at all this week?
No, I should have more to talk about this week. I ain't really do nothing much.
No, just get your fitness in, right?
Fitness, cards.
How many cards?
Seafood.
How many miles you do this week?
I do
Off the top of your head.
A lot.
probably 30 something.
Did you find yourself being able, like, it's easier for you now?
Yeah.
Like, you
Like
feel
I
when
conquered
you-
like Coke, the hill we be talking about. I ate that shit up yesterday. Like this morning I was about to check, but
That's how I know. I know when I get out there, I'm gonna be fucking laggy. I'm like,
wait. Yeah, I talked to you about getting out there. You talk about bringing a stroller. Like I love my nephews, but no, bro, you gotta like.
Nah,
come
you
out
wild.
home.
I'm meant to do something, bro, because that's the only way I feel like I'm gonna be able to get out there is if I bring him.
Well, yeah. I mean, Joel should come. He can come out there with us and like go, cause that'll help
Right.
him out with his
Yeah,
sports.
yeah.
For real. He'd be darting up and down that court
Right.
all day. Like
Get his wings
yeah,
up.
like other than that, I would have a chill week. What about you, Dre?
Nothing.
Any carpet disaster stories?
Magic Man.
Magic, man.
Yes.
I done seen some shit on the ground.
Yeah, boy, he's like, I ain't get my carpet done 2.5, 3 years. Like,
Oh shit.
he like, I know this ain't gonna be perfect, but I just need something done. And
You know it's bad when motherfucker preface it with this.
Yeah,
like,
he let me know
like,
from the
before you
rip.
come in here, I want to
which I
let you know it's
appreciate
gonna
that.
fuck
I let
up
you know
shit
from the
shit
rip.
right.
Like, let me know what I'm walking into. Like, you know what
Whole
I'm saying?
disclaimer.
But yeah, I made it to work all 5 days this week on time, so
That's a good thing.
yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I ain't had to call out. Nothing like
Sporadic
that.
call outs and nothing.
Nah, made it to work. I'm busy, man.
That's good shit. Busy is good, big dog.
Yeah.
Well, look, you trying to start renting your bike since you be so busy?
Yeah, maybe.
I rent that shit off.
Maybe.
You know? I'd rather pay my man than fucking
Right.
16
Nah,
for
seriously,
JJ.
man. I'm trying to get on the bike this week.
Yo, we all need to get out there one time together as a unit. Like, and just let's just see who like.
But I don't want to walk.
No, we gonna.
I'll walk.
No, that's what, I don't want to do that either.
No, but you got to. We'll ride bikes with you.
Okay, well let's do the bikes first.
No, let's
see.
walk. Let's run first, man. Listen. I remember me and you used to go to the gym and used to be like, "Yo, you gotta stay dedicated, man." I used to be like, "Man, D, I ain't trying to hear that shit."
That's your way.
And there was this whole
You gotta stay dedicated.
no, you know, way different. You know, nigga take his D1 shit to the next level. He had me and Dre doing all this extra shit. I'm like, bro, we do not play college sports, bro.
We went and
I
worked
was
out
just
with
doing
Wade
regular
one
shit.
time, dog.
Yo,
He came
listen,
with a booklet.
Quay, the nigga, we did this
He had a
workout.
booklet.
And then the nigga pulled out another joint. He's like, all right, that was the warm up. I'm like, what?
We was done,
bro. Like,
It's been 3 hours. We talking about warm up.
I do want to get out there with everybody though, just because that shit is going to be easier when the more people. Now I see why. Like, remember where Herbalife was doing all that shit? Yeah, a bunch of people getting together to run. That shit is motivating. So it, like, even if you don't feel like you can do it, since I'm running next to both of y'all, we good. Like,
If all of us decide that we want, like, we pick a day and everybody commit to it, I go out there.
I would
with
too.
that shit.
I do it
I'm
too.
with it.
Wait, you this fitness regimen that they talking about, you still adhere to that? You still be doing it at all?
No, man, I need to start working on myself, man. Like I said, you know, like we be saying in the past episodes, AJ been more the motivator this go round with fitness at least. Yeah. Like being able to screenshot what he doing per day or whatnot. We was just talking about it before before we started tonight. It's when you see those numbers and you see like you getting better and better, just like little by little. It's like that shit motivates you because now that you're you see those numbers go up, you trying to see how far you could go. I got my own shit going on right now with push-ups. Like,
yeah, I just started that, so I should be seeing like more results. Cause I just started like 50 a day.
Well, I used to be able to do 100 on the first clip, so I'm trying to get back to that. Like,
Where you at now?
I'm at 60 now. 60? I was doing like 50 2 weeks ago, so now I'm at 60. But I'm trying to get back to 100 straight.
Yeah, I started a week ago. I could do like a good 32.
I'm at like 27.
But I'm trying to get to a being too. Like I said, like D Wade said, I just try to progress a little bit every time. Like if I do 32 Monday, I'm trying to do 35 the next day. Like 35 the next day, 40 the next day.
So AJ, you keep track of your
that shot got me hot as shit, yo. I'm on platitude.
Yo, you keep track of your shit on the health app on the Instagram drink?
No, that's what I track it on.
What activity? What's that? What app is that?
Yeah, so July I got this Nike app. 4 runs in July, 24 miles and 4 runs.
That's Nike app. Looking for friends. You AJ14 on there?
Oh yeah, I'm AJ Gray. You know.
Share AJ Gray on.
No, I ain't doing all that. Let's go.
But you can like.
Yeah, you can invite all your friends and shit.
shit like that.
Yeah, you can do all that. Like, so I invite all y'all, and that way we can all track our shit together. I know Tav be out there with me too. Like, Tav get his run on too. He probably the second most active out of all of us.
Yes.
And he be moving. Like, I be seeing that nigga time. That should be like 20 miles in 4 minutes. I be like, the fuck is he doing? Like,
it's 6 of us. I'm like, I'm ranked
moving.
8th. I'm like way behind.
I'm ranked 8th.
But so all right, so we got our fitness. We got what we've been doing
Oh,
this week.
I did hit my first cookout. Hit my first cookout of the summer on Friday. Triz invited me to a cookout.
Shout out Triz, Uptown Triz.
Yeah.
Who was Uptown Triz?
Yeah, I was so happy just to get out the crib. Lost my debit card and all that. Yeah, I was drunk.
so what kind of night was that? That was a Henny or a Douce night?
It was a Douce night for sure.
Losing your debit.
Yeah, I lost my debit card.
Music. Got our music drops. Every week music drop on Friday. Got Westside Gun, Pop Smoke. Everybody love Pop Smoke. Anybody listen to it?
I was.
That's the only one I actually heard.
Pop Smoke.
But I wasn't listening to it.
How did you hear it? Who was listening?
I was in the studio. One of the renters
was bumping that shit?
it was playing the whole album in there.
What you thought? What you thought? I mean,
it ain't for me. It was a couple tracks on it that was alright, but I see people really defending Pop Smoke. Maybe not even defending, but really giving it high praises when it dropped. So I don't want to think about it as like because he checked.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
he was
Don't
killed.
you know everybody gasses it? Like rest in peace, Pop Smoke for sure. But like every time somebody passed, they shit get up a little more.
Right.
You're nobody till somebody
Right.
kills you.
Yeah.
That's the classic.
I
thing,
gotta
like,
actually like bring back a statement I made because like as soon as that shit came out, I listened to it on my run, and I sent this shit straight to the chat like, "Yo, rest in peace of Pop. This shit ain't it." Like, but there was a headphone listen. Like I give shit a headphone listen to car listen. I got in the car, I turned that shit all the way up. It was kind of alright a little bit.
What's the
like,
difference? What's the difference between a headphone listen and a car listen?
I feel like the bass. I feel like you can hear the production way better in a car. Like
It's like that surround sound, man.
yeah, and it's just like I feel like his music is made for that. Like I feel like you hear Pop Smoke out in the bar or something, that shit gonna be. You gonna see how you already said it. Like I seen all the chicks doing a funny ass dance. So I'm gonna give it a thorough listen, but I it's okay so far to me. He ain't flames or nothing, but it's cool. Like,
AJ, you know I ain't listen to it.
yeah.
You know I don't know, man. It's just like you done put me on so much music, and I just don't listen to certain things like people that's super popular or things that I just when I listen to it myself, I just don't see it, and I just think it's like the hype. I don't know, man. I ain't really feeling this music.
You said the same.
They all
thing
sound
about,
the same to me. All the songs sound the same to me. I just can't fuck with it. I will give it a shot someday, but I ain't gonna listen to it now. I know that.
But I know your opinion be different if we like in a mick or something and that shit.
Oh,
come on
yeah,
and we
yeah,
just
yeah,
chilling. Like it's alright. Like it ain't like I said, it ain't super flames, but
It ain't something I'm never listening to.
yeah,
I
you
can't
don't
say
gotta
nothing.
rush to it. Like
Right.
he
That's what I'm
ain't
saying.
ready.
I'll give it a listen.
I was
at some
highly
point.
surprised that all the beats didn't sound the same.
So they don't, because that's like one of the reasons why I don't want to hear it. Because I'm just like all the songs sound the same to me.
Yeah, what was this? He had like three
like
singles.
one long ass
It's like
song.
no, it's the drill movement. It's not just him. It's the drill movement. Period. It's like a certain drum pattern, and it should just be like it's the same drum pattern.
All
It's
sound the
just,
same after a while.
Sort of like reggaeton. It's the same.
So y'all listen to the West Side
I
Gun?
fucking hated it. 13 years later, 20 years later, this song, it's the same shit still
that shit
with the
shit, though.
reggaeton
That's how I
shit.
met you. You had a Corona and was reggaeton.
Did y'all listen to West Side Gun? No.
I
Yeah.
listen to West Side. No, you listen to Pop? You don't like Pop, do you?
I listen to Pop.
Yeah, you don't fuck with it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
fuck that.
But yeah,
I listen to West Side. I like West Side.
I like West Side.
I like Griselda as a whole. They come out with their little single projects. I give it a listen. I mean, I'm a fan of them, so I give it a listen. It's something to listen to. It's different. It ain't that drill music. It ain't that down south music. It's like that hardcore
It's bars.
bars. You really got.
It ain't nothing that they want to appear like real commercial to, man. You just
It's not
speaking.
It's kind of like the Locks almost, like in a sense. You know what I'm saying.
So who y'all like? All right. So just as a comparison, since we comparing them to the Locks, it's three of the Locks, three of them. Who will be Kiss? Who will be Styles? Who will be She?
Busher is Kiss, right?
Damn. No, for me, I think Conway would be Kiss.
You think Conway
I
better?
think
than
I think Conway better than Benny,
I
bro.
don't know, man.
I think Conway better than
that's a
Benny,
tough
dog. He
one,
be
but
fucking
that's-
shit up, dog.
That's the highlight of their group though. Like it's
So
niggas,
with
a bunch of niggas got different favorites.
no.
And Benny is
so
it.
the better question, who's she?
Oh, it's definitely West Side.
West Side is Sheep.
But at the
West
same
Side
time, I
is
like
Sheep.
Sheep.
But it's not bad
Right.
though. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's not
I was
bad.
never on that.
Right.
It's not bad, but West Side is Sheep for real.
She gave Styles and Kiss, but he not ass.
Right.
But if you
That's
want to,
fair. I just was asking a question, man.
But at the same time, comparing their profiles with like who the most marketable, I always felt like Kiss was the most marketable. I would say that Benny.
I might have.
Benny, if you doing it that
Styles,
way,
though,
I'm talking about bars. I'm just talking about bars. I feel like Conway is
when it comes to like
greater.
features.
But
and
if you're
stuff
talking
like that,
about
the
like
one that's out
marketability
there.
and all that, the total package, I would say
Conway
Benny.
give you the hard shit like Styles. Like Conway be saying some hard shit like Styles. He remind me of Styles sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, Styles say shit like I shoot the ambulance up, like
Right.
shit like that. Like me and Dre used to love that shit back in the day. Like
I still do.
like.
I told you a couple weeks ago that new Styles dropped. You know, I
Yeah.
listen to that shit.
But yeah, it's like I think Conway remind me of Styles the most. I think Benny, like you said, I think Benny the most marketable. I think Benny got the biggest name, and I think Benny he been on a run. Like he been fucking everything up. Right. So
It's just saying you listen. You can listen to it. I mean, you're not gonna listen to it while you out. You know what I'm saying? So while you home,
I put all my older.
You know what I'm saying?
listeners
If
on
you
that.
working out, something like that, like I can listen to it.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that. In the
You're not
bar.
gonna hear it when you go out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be cracking on somebody. I told Virgil right brick on my bread.
So speaking of Kiss, we had the battle finally.
Damn,
We
yo, we
looking forward
just
to that.
getting some natural ass segues,
Yeah.
man. I like that. That
like
was
that
natural. That
was
was
beautiful.
I like that
natural.
one, man.
And that wasn't even planned.
We had the battle, man. Jada Kiss and Fad. We got some memes out of it.
That was great.
Rest in peace to Funeral Fab.
That shit
That was great.
though.
That was good.
rolling.
That was.
I
good.
thought that Jada started off super hot. I had like Jada up like 8-1 after like the first few songs.
I honestly did not think that Fad would get washed like that. I had Fad winning it, but I had Fad winning it just because of like the versatility of
He in
it.
your top 5.
He might, but you keep saying that shit when I said Kiss.
He don't like that shit.
But I'm not getting mad, but it's just like, dog, don't disregard the fact that I said Kiss was in my top 5 too. But it had everything to do with the different types of songs that Fab could do. The problem was Kiss wasn't fucking around. And everything that Kiss was giving him, he was just giving him straight street shit. Like back to back to back.
I like how they wasn't really talking too
You
much.
know,
Like,
yeah, I like
That
that.
was the fastest verse. That
Yeah.
shit was only an hour and some change. The other joint was
And
like
they were
2
late.
hours.
They were late
Yeah.
too. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But whenever Fad tried to switch it up, it didn't even matter because Kiss still came back with what he's known for, yo. And that's where he won that battle for real.
I
For
think
real.
Kiss' personality kind of won it for him too, because like he just was talking.
He was
flavors,
controlling the
funny
thing, like,
as
he
shit.
should-
Yeah.
And he was before. He's like, everybody at home, I want to hear you.
Right.
Putting shit to the phone and shit. But I mean, we can run through the list real
That
quick.
nigga was
Like,
so
I put
faded,
the
dog.
top,
He
in the
was
top, in the
faded.
first few
He was
songs.
Kiss
Yeah.
was
In the first few songs,
faded.
I think which one called? He messed up on Start It Up. I think he shouldn't have played that.
See,
That the Start It Up John.
Yeah.
I don't think he should have played that, man.
all right, so let's go through the rounds. Let's get
Grab
this
that
quick.
drawing up.
Yeah.
Round 1, Blackout verse. You ain't got nothing.
That
on
was tough. That was tough to me.
I personally gave that shit to Fab because like Blackout might be a better track, but Fab
I
baked
gave it
that
to Blackout.
verse.
Yeah, he did.
He
I
baked
give
that
it
verse.
That was a tough one,
I'm
and that's the one that I feel like I gave him in the first 8. Cause I feel like it was like 8-9-1 from the rip. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Recognize verse 6 minutes of death.
That was tough too, though.
I get it to Fab
That was
too.
tough. That was tough. Excuse me, too. That's 2.
I get it to Fab too. Made You Look verse Started Up. I get that to Kiss.
Yes.
That's a legendary verse.
Right.
I know Dre had that shit like 11-0 Kiss.
Man,
So.
I think Kiss won almost every round.
I feel like I was that was fair.
This next track is like this shit.
I might have gave Fab probably like 4 rounds maybe.
Total.
I mean, total.
Yeah.
Like total.
Yeah.
Right.
And he didn't play none of his mixtape stuff. It was like,
That's what he fucked up.
yeah, like.
He should have.
He also had his
heavy on
DJ
the-
on
But then he had it. And
I was
then,
about to
then he
ask,
gave
so-
his. He has
Trust me,
DJ.
DJ,
Can I
that's
ask?
what he gonna do.
Was it on his DJ or was it on him?
Yo, I think it was the DJ at first because you could see after he found out he was getting smoked, Fab started going back and looking at the computer like checking on shit.
No, he sat down on the side, dog. Like that was crazy.
That was
Pouting.
towards the
Like
end,
he was
though.
pouting.
That was towards the end.
They
But
started
the-
playing him and Lil Modron and all that.
By
Like,
your
it was just
side,
like, it was getting
well,
bad,
This is this
man.
type shit I don't like about the verses. Like, all right, so Kiss played By Your Side. Everybody that's a Jada Kiss fan, y'all know that's one of Kiss' hardest tracks. Fab replies that with Traded. Oh, I just don't
Right.
think that matches up
Yeah,
at all.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and you're a Fab fan and you like them type records, but even you was like,
No.
that ain't the reply for that.
Then the
Like,
DJ came around the table and started dancing.
Which was the worst
and all
thing,
that,
'cause-
dog. Like it was like, yo.
And what about the next one?
Jada, no, I'm sorry. Fab was the counter, yo.
At the first
Right?
10, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so
Fab
he-
was the founder of the
He
first
got
10.
the drop.
You gotta win on your first 10 if you the counter, yo. Like,
Man.
cause that back
That
half
shit-
when
that-
you gotta go
that shit
first
get
is gonna
dark.
get nasty.
That shit
man.
get dark having a reply to a record.
Jada had some really good counters, man. Remember we was in the chat and I forgot what song
You
Fab
said-
played.
I can skip him. We ain't gotta go through the
But he
whole
said
genre.
he had to. I was like, yo, he gotta play "Knock Yourself Out," and he came right back with
Yeah.
"Knock Yourself Out." And when they
I
just
think
got-
the surprise of the
Fab wrote all about the Benjamins. Then what did that?
Yes.
no,
No,
Kiss.
no.
I mean,
Kiss said
Kiss,
he
yeah,
wrote that
Kiss,
for
yeah,
him.
my bad.
He
Kiss,
wrote
He was on
no
that.
Victory. It was Victory.
And that
Oh
was
yeah,
the,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was the knockout.
Then he
for
wrote
the
Victory.
fight.
When he wrote Victory,
That
and
was
that
the
joint
knockout.
came on,
Right.
That was the
it
knockout.
was like it's over. That was like what, like round like
That was
14.
11. That was 11.
All right, round
and
11.
And Fab
He played
played
that.
Ball Drop. That was a banger from
Right.
Fab. But he said,
He
all
can't-
right.
He played that Victory.
Kiss,
That
I'm
was
gonna
it.
play
dog.
this in Let's see if y'all know it.
Right.
That shit said the sun don't shine for. I'm like, what the?
And
fuck?
then listening to it, I never knew that.
I never knew that
either. You can hear Kiss
you
now.
can hear
like,
Kiss
yeah.
all over that shit.
I was like, damn, I never knew that. I think he fucked up when Kiss played All for the Love. And then
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Kiss played Bias. I knew it was gonna get dark. He played By Your Side and then followed that shit up with All for the Love. That's the first.
And
vibe.
then Fad plays what I'ma Do It. Like I was like,
Yeah,
you got so many better songs than this.
I'ma Do It was a banger though, but you can't beat off. It's like D-Wade said, that shit is all about the strategy.
It's just not how.
Right.
Yeah.
Like me there, if I was Fab, I'd have played a throwaway because you're not gonna beat off.
Right.
But that's why I asked, was that Fab or was that on the DJ? Like, did Fab go into that joint like, this is what we gonna want to play right here? But I can't imagine Fab walking into that joint like, yo, these is gonna get the wins with this and that and that. It just wasn't working, yo.
And then I think it's DJ. Who also he DJ for Nicki Minaj? And I found out he DJ for Wendy Williams. He on Wendy Williams show. He was on the Wendy Williams show the other morning.
Sound like a lot of upbeat stuff, man.
And I think he must be too busy. Maybe they ain't prepared for it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but Kiss was locked in.
Kiss was ready to go. And he said it.
The
He was saying
consensus
he
is
was
Kiss won clear.
easy.
Yeah,
It was kind of like a big brother, little brother moment. Like you gotta teach your little brother. Like when you think that he better than you in something, it's like big brother. Like all right,
It was like holding the ball up like this, like he trying to jump.
let me show you how. Let me show you how it's done. Like
So-
you know what I'm saying, that's how I felt like it was.
Freddie versus
Give
Jason.
me a track from each of them that y'all all think they missed. Like one, we could all say one track of each.
I ain't watched the whole joint, so I don't remember.
I think that Fab missed on. He should have played "Leaving You" or "Cuffing Season." That was like one of the biggest songs. He ain't played that shit. I think what I will give him. He played that Young OG shit. Young OG. I was like, damn, I forgot about this joint. And that's my shit. I think he should have put that up against some of Kiss best shit. And I think that would have held up.
Yeah, being as though like I
Young
seen
OG
how Kiss how type wave he was on. I understand the songs that Kiss played. But I mean, if he wanted to switch it up, he could have played that KISS Me joint with Mariah Carey. Like, I think that joint would have been crazy.
I think that would have been a good counter to one of Fab's songs.
I mean, to one of Fab's songs, he could have countered that with it.
That's what I was saying earlier, though. Like, Kiss was just drilling us with
so I
street
understood
shit. Like, he stayed in his lane
and
and was killing everything.
I understood why he didn't play
like
it.
that right. That ain't his real.
But if he really wanted to, he could have went in that bag too and did that. Like,
What about
like,
Fab?
and he would have won that round too.
Holla Back Youngin was a hot song, but it almost didn't have
It
no
don't fit the
place in
bag.
that battle.
like
When he played that, I was like, y'all remember this
Like,
joint,
if
but
Fab
it
was
had
battling
no place in
Tiger or
there.
something, maybe, but not. You can't play that soft shit versus Jadakiss. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta come with your street shit. Like, what's a Fab track you think he missed? He's out.
I don't know. Something
I
for
think
mixtape though. Like, is it something?
I got two from each.
I would have played something on Freddie vs. Jason or something,
missed
dog.
the
Like,
bag.
Fab
seriously.
played One Day off his first album. He ain't
He
played.
ain't really play nothing off the soul tape.
He ain't played. He had a good ass. He ain't played Kiss Your Ass Goodbye remix and verse. That's a hard.
Right, that was hard.
But Kiss ain't
Forgot about
played
that.
Why. Kiss ain't played Still.
He ain't had
Feel
to.
Me.
Right, that's what I'm
He ain't
saying.
played,
Feel
or
me.
He
shootout,
played
shootout.
Kiss of Death.
Feel me, yo. He would have
Right.
played Feel Me. Oh my god,
What's
yo.
the joint with Nate Dogg on his first album?
I can't deny it. Put your hands. I know what you're talking
They
about.
don't love you no more. That
Kiss is
joint.
spitting. Yeah,
Kiss is spitting. Yo, Kiss. Yeah, man. I think that shit
And
made a
still
lot of
watch
people
him,
respect
though.
Kiss. That's crazy, yo.
And
He ain't
still
played
watched
Why.
him.
It was a watch.
Damn, yo.
Respect the Kiss, man.
Yeah, shout out Kiss, Fab.
Fab was just
Next
playing the wrong
time,
shit,
Fab. Matter of fact, not Fab. Everybody.
Don't play with Kiss.
Don't let your DJ play your shit. Like
Hey,
you
I'm
rock
trusting-
with your own
She
shit.
told him I
Like,
trust my DJ.
No, we don't trust your DJ. He was Harlem shaking
Right.
to like a fuck you or something. Like
Right.
Kiss plays a hard ass record. He get back there Harlem shaking. Like, what are you doing, bro?
I think Kiss missed on that Jaheim song. It was like this
Yeah,
one.
he could have
Jaheim-
played.
He had to
He
play
could have
that.
played Usher
Right,
throwback.
right.
Could have played Maya Best of
Run
Me.
If it's still
That
something.
nigga Kiss got a lot of shit,
Right.
man. He play a lot.
See, man, and you know, Jadakiss, he launched the Jada Drunk. He got a little Jada,
Jada
Drunk
Drunk.
clothing line there. I guess he dropping
man.
shirts from that joint.
Yeah, he gonna make
What about all the memes he had?
Man,
talking about
shit-
some
that
memes.
joint was
funny,
hilarious.
man.
That joint was
Capitalize where you
hilarious.
What
can,
was the funny
man.
one?
And everybody knew he was faded. Like, he was done. He was drinking Douce, Ciroc. Like, he had all that right in front of him. Like, he was just mixing. He didn't even care.
That shit was funny though when he was talking about I think I told y'all before we started the show. He was talking about you gotta have a joint for when he plays it.
Kiss got the funny ass voice. Like, you just make everybody everything relatable and funny. Like,
Yeah, he like we know.
He's
so
really
many-
a hood nigga.
Right,
Like, you can
right.
tell he a real nigga from the hood. Like, shout out to Kiss and Fed,
Yeah,
man.
man, that was a good one, man.
That's probably my best. That's probably my favorite one. That was definitely it. I'm over here shuffling cards, which I can't wait.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait.
So,
What?
August Alsina, man. August Alsina and Jada Pinkett. I guess we gotta talk about
We gotta
it.
talk about another Jada.
Yeah, Jada.
Jada.
And it's crazy when we bringing up the
That's
topics.
2 for 2.
Yeah, while we on Jada, we might as well stay on Jada. So, anybody want to lead this one off?
You can. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about neither one of them. So,
Y'all believe it?
do I believe it? What?
They
Believe
saying
what?
that August Alsina had a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith.
Yes.
Signed off on it.
Allegedly
Yes.
signed off on it.
According to an interview with Angela Yee on Complex. They had
I think I think they did, man.
I believe it too.
Yeah. So even like the next day, they said that Jada and Will Kent were denying that there was an affair going on. Well, I mean, technically it ain't an
Right, it
affair
wasn't
if
no
y'all
affair,
agree.
mama.
So that there wasn't no affair going on. So yeah, they right about that. I think that's some wild shit to lie about.
Well, August.
That just take lying on your dick to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's super
And a
corny, but.
full-fledged
To be in an interview, yo, you know what I'm saying? But we already thought this was going on anyway because of the love letter he wrote her. What was
He
like
made
less than a
song-
year
he made
ago?
a song about
I didn't even know it was a
What was the name of
song.
the song?
But that letter alone was
Forgot
crazy.
The exact name, but he
Nanya,
dropped a song.
Nanya.
Nanya. Yeah, he
Nanya.
dropped
Yeah,
a
that
whole
song
about it.
Nanya in 2019.
But ain't Will and Jada in an open marriage or some shit?
I mean, that's rumored and
It's
everything.
been rumored forever.
That shit made
Where
me.
there's smoke, there's
I
fire.
don't even know if it's
How y'all
like
feel
if
about
I'm looking like uncomfortable and shit, but it's
think
cool with
I
like
think it's
hearing that
very
rumor.
kinky.
But to hear August Alsina kind of confirm that shit, I was like, I don't need to know this.
Bro,
Like,
she-
this ain't my
Listen,
business.
man, she bust his ass. That nigga fucking, he up there with the Simpsons here.
Right, right. You seen that,
He
John?
up there
Shout out
acting
to Bob
crazy.
Jones.
And then, like he was really talking around, like for real. He said these long ass sentences for these simple ass answers.
Right.
It's just like, bro, who you like? Come on, man.
He was open. He was like, he's true. He said he truly loved Jada and gave himself totally. He said, I can die. He said, I can die tomorrow and knowing that I experienced love in its truest sense and how I gave myself totally to somebody.
She put it on.
I
That
was
nigga.
like, God,
But how would you like? How would Will Smith feel? Like, how y'all think? Like,
Will said,
Like,
I'm
damn,
not
like,
sitting down with no nigga in my living room
and giving
giving
him,
consent to blow my wife back out.
Right.
That's the wildest shit
yeah,
ever.
like what kind
To
of,
me.
like they was
no,
if
on,
that's-
I agree.
If that's
they on kinky
But
terms,
you
dog. Like
money
that's
be making people
Right,
be
they
kinky
different,
shit.
yo.
Like Will probably was.
one of my
fried.
homies said was like Jada's just a hoe. But
Damn.
I'm like, I know.
I mean,
But that's
like
like-
set it off, right?
Huh?
That's-
Yeah, we set it off.
wasn't set it up. Did you see it?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
in the
saying-
buying age.
Yeah, Mr. Nate and shit.
I'm in the buying.
Yeah.
Oh, she fucked the old head.
And she fucked what's the name on Menace to Society.
Yeah, them fucking with them young boys.
Y'all niggas talking about fucking movies, characters and shit.
All right, well, I'm just saying. She
Well, she
just-
take
So
that.
all right.
Typecast.
All right. So the debate that I was having with my man was basically he was saying was like he thinking you're a hoe in the sense that's some hoe shit. Even if you in some open relationship, you like you don't know how many people fucking. But I'm just like I don't know the parameters of being in an open relationship, but I
I
thought
would think they go get like.
it's some rules of that shit, and you're not fucking anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if that's
It gotta be rules.
it gotta be rules, and if y'all agree on that, then I don't think that make you or the nigga a hoe for real. For real, it's just that's y'all business. But I would never do that
And
shit.
now she gonna go on the red table talk
For herself.
with herself.
Yeah, so and that's why I'm leaning more towards there's people out there saying like this is
All of
a
it's
publicity
stunt.
stunt.
That could be because August dropped.
August
August
dropped.
Alsina just dropped
She
something.
doing that.
now.
She about to go on like all streams for Red
She
Table,
just not on Facebook no more now.
and Will just got $100 million deal with
I
Apple.
don't think
I
Will.
think.
I don't think Will a publicity nigga. Like I think Will. Is,
I mean, I would like to not. I would like to.
I would
not
like to
think
not
that.
think that too, but I don't think this guy. I think.
I fuck with Will.
I think the side nigga just got in his feelings for real.
But you know what I thought was corny about that shit? Like, even if it's true, that nigga Will didn't wake up that day like I gotta deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's where it was corny at, man.
He was doing Joyner remix.
He was doing who remix?
Joyner Lucas doing. He didn't give a fuck about that. Like, and plus, Will Cake, like he got cake too. He probably over there buying bitches. Oh, Jada, you fucking with August? All right,
I that. You still want to deal with that shit, man. You don't
yeah,
want
I
to
mean, I'm not done with it, but you know, I mean, that's their agreement. Like, I can't comment on. That's not a lifestyle I would subscribe to or even begin to understand. So
They said we trying to get through July and Jada done been through August.
Why'd you lie about August?
Why'd you lie? Yo, but the pictures that I saw, it was like they was taking some pictures.
They
like
got a whole bunch
together,
of
like,
they got a whole bunch of pictures together. Like I seen like a collage of them. Like it's a lot of pictures together.
Like, was he like? What
was?
How was it? Was he living with them? Like,
yeah, that's what it was. It was like,
hasn't he? No disrespect, but hasn't he been like a little thrown off? Been a little thrown off though.
Yeah, he had.
I think they all throwed off, man.
I'm saying like August was clearly like he been having like I think that's why he was on a whole music hiatus because he was just like going through like mental health.
Well, yeah, he got an autoimmune problem too, so he was like he said he was like paralyzed, like he was having some health problems and shit like that. And I think he was saying that this. When I listened to a little bit of the interview on Complex, and he was basically just saying like that situation really fucked him up, really hurt him bad, and in concert with what he had, his health problems, it was just like exacerbating and making it worse.
That's where like I kind of agree with Wade. Like how that don't even add up. How could you agree to a situation like that and then say you hurt so bad? Like it's like you kind of went in there knowing like what was it?
Like you knew what it was, but as you go through it, it kind of like threw him off.
Shit, that's what.
Did y'all listen to his album?
I didn't.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't.
Did you listen to what? So he did all this for nothing?
It's just weird.
You said
I'm gonna watch that Red Table episode though. I'm gonna watch that.
I'm watching.
I'm watching that shit.
I want to see what she gotta say. Like
I definitely want to see what she gotta say.
I want to see what she gotta say. That might.
I never watched the whole. I never watched the Red Table joint.
Versus.
Yeah, I never watched the Red Table joint. I'm gonna watch that shit though.
August
I want to see that.
August versus Will.
Yeah, no, August versus
Welcome to Miami.
Right. Fucking text each other.
We going straight to the wild. Oh shit. Anyway, hey, I said,
yo,
you know, that's the first thing I thought.
Let you have your moment.
So y'all do believe that Will gave his blessing?
No,
I don't believe that.
No, he's still from
I believe that.
I don't think he gave his blessing.
Do y'all believe that he fucked her?
Yeah.
August?
Yeah. If y'all believe that he fucked her, why wouldn't you believe that he gave her a blessing?
And be all up in the house too?
She didn't say some shit in the interview was like, if we gonna be in a relationship, she was like, I'm gonna be doing my thing.
She gonna take a fucking mile, nigga. That don't mean
I'm not giving
everybody she fuck.
What?
I don't know nobody.
You think we'll know everybody, James?
I ain't trying to know nobody that's giving somebody.
Well, yeah, if they agree to be in an open relationship.
Man,
I believe that Will gave his blessing.
I do too.
I'm gonna just be on the Philly side and say.
Well, hopefully we find out on the Red Table Talk.
I respect your opinion, man.
Did he say he didn't? He say he didn't.
He said his camp said he did. He didn't say.
Yeah, because Will is like he's skydiving off somebody's roof or something.
Right, he's somewhere with these silly ass videos with three of him, like you know what I mean, running in the whatever. Anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's overkill. All right, the shop. That shit then came back.
The shot was some shit.
They are definitely.
Yo, the shot. That's another kinky situation, dog.
Easily.
That's a lot going on.
What was the first episode when when Shorty whipped her shit out like it was attached to her?
So that's how they really rap. They really be like,
it wasn't even like she took her sweatpants off and put it on.
I wasn't ready for that shit.
She walked around all day with that shit. She walked around all day with that shit on in her pants.
I wouldn't know.
That was fucking.
Whip that shit out with pride, motherfucker. Like, yo, that's wild, man.
Ew.
I feel like they rushing a lot of shit. I feel like them having to get rid of Brandon is fucking the show up. For real.
I like Brandon's storyline. I understand why they got rid of Brandon, but I like where his storyline was.
But I feel like
I understood why they got rid of him, but I don't understand. As soon as the season start, we had a funeral. Like
they could have that could have been written better for sure.
I heard y'all talking about that was coming in, but I was watching that first episode and really thinking the same fucking thing. Like they ain't go into he was in trouble. Like he was an instrumental part in Kevin's life. You know what I'm saying? So like,
because the cops was on his ass for that ratchet last season. Like y'all could have showed that.
That too.
That's it. And
but him being a big person, really important in another character's life, just to like abruptly end his.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even in that episode, Kev was like, "Yo, like I looked up to what's his name on there? Brandon." He was like, "I looked up to Brandon on there," and he was telling Emmett was like, "Yo, you not Brandon."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Emmett wild.
And for them not even to go into depth.
That's what I think. That's what I think these shows be messing up sometimes, where they just be going too fast. When it's an efficient way that you can do that. Like you can just show a scene or something like that, and just something like before just to just show a fucking funeral in the beginning.
Not answered.
Right.
Like even with Reg getting shot. Like,
Right.
What was that about?
Do y'all what do y'all think of the shot though, man? I think the
the
shot is
first
a
season,
cool
I liked it.
series.
The
I don't
first
think
two.
it's like
It's not groundbreaking. I feel like the first season was flames. I feel like the second season was good. And after these, because I watched all three, but
Yeah, the first 3 episodes.
This
right?
one is just
I'm not
so
really
far.
feeling this one too much. I'm gonna still watch it because it got
Right.
still a little funny shit. And it's relatable because it's like our people on TV, but it ain't. It's. I feel like it's fading off.
I caught myself too many times when I was watching the second episode too. I'm watching with my old lady, and I just kept looking over at her like, and she just know it in my eyes. I'm just like, I'm just thinking like, I don't know, man, if I'm gonna keep on watching this. That's how I felt about Power. I
Like
felt
even
it
the
was
old
doing
head,
with Power.
I forgot his name.
funny
What's the old
as
head
shit,
name?
though.
The one that always drank a lot.
Duda or
no, the one that killed Coogie.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah, with the voice.
Yeah.
Like he don't even be in there like that, like too Ronnie. He don't even be in that. Like he don't really got that many scenes like that. Like before.
Ronnie been in every episode.
He was in
yo.
he's been in every episode, but he don't.
No. I was just saying that. Like
he don't have like that bigger role like he had in the previous season. Like
I think his role gonna come back up though because after this episode y'all watch
honestly, this is like the Emmett show right now so far. Like
right now this season.
I think they should get. I think they should
gotta
get
push him.
behind.
and the young boy, Rag's little brother.
Like
him, like
What about
what
about the new brother?
It's a whole nother.
like the
What
new
about
brother?
Johnny Gill from the fucking?
He just
Right. They want him to come live with him and all this type stuff though. Like yo,
that was
like,
wild.
Where you
yo.
even come from, dog? Like
Did y'all see the whole second episode though?
I did.
did.
With he got a trans girlfriend and he was up at the gay club.
I mean, we brought it up, so let's
Oh,
talk
about the
about
fight.
it and shit. So
about to fight.
well,
He gonna get mad at him because he in that shit. Like,
so the rumor that I seen that was out there anyway was that Reg was killed off because he didn't agree to his
That role, probably.
he didn't agree to his role, his character, dating a transgender woman. I don't know if this is true or not. I sent something through the chat. I don't think it was a credible site that said he was suing the Shy for firing him because he didn't want to do it. If it's true, what do y'all think of that?
well, is she a trans? She's transgender in real life, right?
I believe so. I looked that up.
yeah.
I think she is.
I think I think he has a right to that. Like, this is you're acting and you're gonna have scenes with me kissing this person and all that. Like, I don't gotta.
Yeah,
do that
everybody got
shit.
their beliefs.
Plain and simple. Like, you
Right.
don't gotta force that shit on everybody. Like, we can respect them people and like their people as us, like the humans. Treat them with respect. Everything. That don't mean we gotta interact and do the same shit with y'all. Like, why do I have to be? Because I'm an actor, I have to be on screen hugging and kissing you. No, that makes me go totally against how I'm living and shit. Like,
Yeah, I think I agree with you. It's a choice. I think that's no different from you being an actor. If they want you to do like a sex scene or be naked or something, you're like, no, I'm not with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But on the other side of that, I don't think you can. I don't think, and again, I don't think it was credible. I don't know the real detail of it. I don't think you can sue the Shy for that though, because at the end of the day,
I don't think you can even.
yeah, at the end of the day,
for killing you
right?
off.
Because they want to go in a certain direction. And if you're not willing to do that, it's like a worker. Like,
be
you
a
can't
breach-
do
it might be a
this,
breach in your
and I gotta
somebody
find
that's
somebody
willing
else
to
that's
do it.
going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
But
Boy, look like Reg too a little bit.
Yeah, that's why.
Johnny
Definitely
Gill,
like Reg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny Gill from
Definitely like
this
Reg a little
BET
bit.
story.
I was with you on how he showed up, man. Was like, I want you. He was like, yo, just tell me to leave and I'll leave.
And I'll
I'm
leave.
like, nigga, you been
You
for
wasn't
10
here.
minutes.
Like,
you know what I'm
when
saying?
you get here. Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know about this season, man. Papa not even funny no more.
You gotta watch it though. No, I think
I'm gonna watch it. You know how I'm gonna watch it.
Papa had some scenes. He said, man, oh, he transmitting energy or some shit. He talking about they was having sex. Jake was like, yeah, I hit that.
Oh yeah,
he's like, oh yeah, you got soul ties. He said some shit like that. Papa funny as shit.
He ain't funny like
Papa
before, man. He's not even funny no more. But he stole my man girl.
Maisha?
Maisha leveled up and getting all of these now.
Maisha be on point.
When you were a young boy at that age, or you be fronting, and that's where Papa came in at.
He called the two girls over. Maisha popped up at the door like, oh yeah, these my girlfriends. Like, what's up? Like, he like, oh dang. Like,
that's
Papa took that role,
man. Niggas always trying to front on the platters, man.
But the bull, his name is Reg.
Trying to front on the platters.
Barton Fitzpatrick. He had a video he came out with, I think, on the 3rd. And he was saying, trying to dispel, not to believe what you're hearing in the news and all that.
Okay, so there it is.
And I mean, but at the same time, who knows what's what?
We don't know what happened.
And it's rumors that he might not even be dead. They like he tweeted. He said, did y'all see it? Did y'all see a body? Everybody crying for Reg. Did y'all see a body?
But they said it. But
right.
they said
Reg
it.
got hit up.
They
got hit up at the end of season
like
2.
even Jake said he was dying. He said he lost his civil.
Right.
So they already basically ripped that shit in there like he died. Now if he pop up on some,
so the only thing I can think of,
if Red's turning into Ghost, I might be down. The Ghost, the biggest boss in the world, and the nigga caught 30 bodies a season.
Right. And nobody be looking for him.
And then still
remember they had that power that tally where they was talking about how many bodies all the characters caught. Him and Tommy, I think they had.
They got so many bodies. Yeah. Like that shit was just unrealistic, but it was funny. Like I like Power. It wasn't like a top. It's not like I'm not putting it up there with The Wire and like Breaking Bad and all that shit. But that shit is entertaining as a motherfucker.
That's why I felt like
that nigga dunked this shit out of Tasha.
Power. That's why I was like, Power needed to end. And we was talking about Ozark and shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, Ozark having like his last season, we was talking about that being like on top or like at its peak right now.
They was rolling.
I want to just, like I was saying, if they feel like it's time to go, then it's time to go. Because once you start dragging that shit out, like Ozark is realistic to me. Can we agree? Can we agree to that?
Yeah, it is.
It was like with Power. They got on so much shit. It was just like somebody has to get caught or die.
Ghost was on trial for murder and fucking killed the CEO.
Right.
With so his bare hands and they got all the next day.
In that whole setup with the bathroom, like the whole setup with the bathroom and
I ain't never when him and Cannon when they got into the fight. Remember in the drone caught on fire and he
it was
locked him in the drone. Like,
but like
ain't no way you got out.
With Ozark and you dealing with the head nigga in a cartel or whatever, like it's only so many times that shit could go wrong. You still gonna be alive. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm mad they killed Helen. I liked Helen. I liked that character.
They needed to kill Helen.
I liked her, boy.
But and that's the thing with that. When they kill Helen, it's just like at that point now, her daughter knows what the fuck what she does.
Yeah, she knows what's going on now.
So if she dead now, then what the daughter going to say? Like
the son was already on something already. Like.
I love Ozark. That shit.
I like Ozark. Ozark was good.
Ozark, I think entering in my top 5, man. And after this season, it's entering my top 5, man. Shows.
Sex in the City in your
it's a distant 103rd down there. It's down there, way down there. Nah, I don't fuck with that. But
you watch everything like
HBO. I do. HBO got the best shows. There's no doubt about it.
Might as well fucking work for them.
But let me give you a little Homeland update, man. I'm on episode 8 in season 5.
How do you like that? Because we haven't really been talking about it.
I like it a lot. I can't stand Carrie.
Right.
I can't stand her. She got my fucking
nerves. She do kill me.
But I think my dislike for her was more towards the earlier seasons. Like, you know what I mean? I remember one scene, it was all, you know, everybody about to run down all these Taliban about to run down on her. She gets out the joint and runs back in the house. She pissed me off when she went back in the house. And they had to, it just pissed me off. But other than that, I do like the show. I think it's very well put together. The writing is good.
I'm glad you like it, man, because usually you be like, man, this shit is this bad acting, this bad writing. Like, you like a real critic.
Yeah, I am.
I'm glad
you like that on
Showtime? Yeah. And I'm surprised coming
You like a Showtime show?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Showtime.
That shit good.
It's good.
I've been telling y'all forever.
It's good.
I can't get past like episode 2.
That shit is crazy, dog.
As long as you skip through the fucking intro, that intro is the fucking worst.
I skip the intro every time.
Oh my god, it's like a minute and 30 30 seconds. Like
I do that shit every time.
yeah, so
But
yeah. Other than that,
y'all got any other shit y'all been watching?
I watched this
shows.
Riven show. I had a lot of time when we were doing quarantine, so I watched this show about these inner city kids, the projects in Baltimore. I don't know if you heard of it. It's called The Wire. So I had a chance to actually, had a chance to watch that. Very riveting.
Hold
show.
on, you
never saw it?
No.
Wow. Man, y'all talk about me.
Oh man, shouty, you don't know what to do. You don't even know what you was doing.
What you do?
I never wanted to watch it though. I never like.
Bro, if you
That wasn't
how
up
long
there.
You got the whole thing?
No, I watched the whole thing, yo.
The whole series?
Yeah, I ain't want to tell y'all niggas because I ain't want y'all to keep asking me to
ain't want to
update
judge
y'all.
it.
It's like, yo, did you get this season? Like, no. Like,
Alright, so-
season 2 was slow as shit for me though. I didn't
I
like season
love,
2.
yo, I feel like people
when
that
we-
say that shit is great. Like
Season 2 was cool. I didn't compare it to all the other stuff. Like, it
Bro,
was
but
probably my
that
least
show you
favorite.
where all the shit
Right.
coming from and all that shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
like
get
season
that.
two.
I did too.
It was-
How you like it overall though?
Overall, I thought it was a good. Overall, I thought it was a good series.
Who's
yo.
your favorite character? You better not say Omar.
Omar
Or Wallace.
Omar.
I fucking hate Wallace actually because Michael B.
Wallace used to
Jordan.
look like Dre and shit back then.
Nah, when you was talking about the acting and stuff, that's what I was thinking about. Like Michael B. Jordan, I don't think Michael B. Jordan is a great actor at all.
Maybe not back then because he's decent now, right?
No,
even now.
I think the
not
chicks
in
just
my
like
opinion.
you for real.
Yeah,
Once the chicks like you,
there you go.
They really gonna hate you now.
Yeah, I don't care, man.
really
Wallace didn't get killed because he was snitching. He got killed because he was a bad actor. That's why he got killed. Yeah. But that whole like the meme, like the Weebay meme, I didn't know where that came from before I watched that show.
You never knew that?
When they were in when that scene started in the paper, John was like, "Oh,
Yo, you cracking the fuck up.
I never knew
like,
where that
oh,
meme came from."
Weebay
yo.
was gat, and it's crazy that
was outside
Weebay was
carrying
He's a
gat,
real soldier.
and
like,
his son is such a bitch.
Yeah.
yo, like,
His mom was a
went
cunt.
on
His
his
mom was
shit.
the biggest cunt, man.
That show really had every angles of the street life.
Yeah.
Like that show really had every
Every
angles
season
of it.
focused on something different. Every season focused on something different. I think when Stringer got killed, that shit was crazy. Like Stringer got killed, and Avon filmed up.
Well, it's like in a
Stringer
warehouse or
Red,
something,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wire is crazy. Y'all ain't see The Wire. Y'all gotta watch The Wire.
Yeah, it was
That's
a
the
good
most-
show, man.
It's a great show.
I ain't tell nobody I was watching it.
Yeah,
I
you
just
did
got
it,
through
man.
all the seasons. I probably did it in like less than 3 weeks though. Like something like that.
Yeah.
So you really was into it.
I was
Did you watch
rolling.
Breaking Bad?
I still got that on my to-do list. To
Yeah, you
watch
should-
Breaking
You gotta
Bad.
watch that.
Did you?
I used to watch Breaking Bad, but
You
I
watch
never.
Sons of
I didn't
Anarchy?
like keep up with it.
Sons, I think is.
I'm not
season
watching
too long.
season of Anarchy.
No, that joint got a good ass storyline, yo.
Sons
I'm telling
is
you,
rolling,
I'm
dog.
telling you, that
Sons
shit got a
is
good ass storyline. It just after season like 4, that shit just get like Dre said, like when you doing some shit for too long,
Yeah.
it just get a little wacky. But that shit crazy. That shit, I think you'll like that.
Let's keep it in the DMV area. Talk about the Washington Redskins.
Damn, we is 3 for 1. Yo, he's on fire.
Bang! But yeah though, Washington Redskins, it's been a long time in the making. It's been a lot of backlash, especially this lately after George Floyd killings and all this stuff. It feels like everybody's trying to get on the right side of things. Companies, FedEx, PepsiCo, this is Pepsi, and
When you said that, and first thing I'm like, what the hell is that?
Just Pepsi.
no, but
PepsiCo.
and Nike. Those are 3 huge conglomerates. So they all putting the pressure on Washington Redskins to change the name. It's been times in the past, starting early as 1971. It was reporters, DC reporters, have put in a petition for them to change the name, and it's a lot. It's been a couple times in 1999, 2006, 1992 when the Redskins played in the Super Bowl against the Buffalo Bills. It was protesters outside in Minnesota, protesting outside the Super Bowl, and
I was about to say, when was the last time? Because it felt like one of them was pretty recent. I guess
Yeah,
that was 2006.
no, the last time was 2014.
Okay.
And that was 50 U.S. senators, all Democrats. Can you believe that? All Democrats. They signed a letter to the NFL asking for a name change, and of course that was rebuffed. That made it all the way up to the Supreme Court, and they won that.
So we'll be getting our opinion on for this.
What do y'all think about?
I think the Redskins still gonna be shitty, so it don't even matter.
What do y'all think about the name? Do y'all think? I think it's a fucked up thing. I think it's a racial. I think it's fucked up to call somebody redskin.
Skins, like, you know what I'm saying. The fact when he was even first named that nobody even thought that was problem. But if you want to think about it like that, but
at the time when he was named that, I'm sorry, it was 1933, different time. So that
I get that. But also now, you know, they get picked on to AJ point because they not shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no seriously, because they brought up the Blackhawks at one time, like the Chicago Blackhawks. For, you know what I mean, because of their names and shit. Florida State Seminoles. You know what I mean? They not talking about those teams. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they're good. Cleveland Indians. You know what I mean? Right, the Redskins are just trash, and that's why they're getting picked on. And I'm not even going to say not rightfully so, because it is an offensive name. But
I think out of all of the names, I think that's the most offensive.
Yeah, I mean,
I
could agree with that.
Imagine
I could agree with that.
Black skins, that would have never flew. At least because I think that one of the problems why it's standing so long is like it's really no leadership within the Native Americans ranks. Like we always had Malcolm X,
black quarterback,
Martin Luther King. We had
until he was assassinated.
Some what's that?
Until he was assassinated.
Right, but I'm saying we always had some leaders or someone to like organize and to get in the White House and get meetings. You know what I mean? Some way like
right.
They don't. You don't really see them unified.
Who gonna step up and be mad for the Native Americans?
Right, and I think that's one of the reasons why they keep getting rebuffed.
I think he should change the name.
They absolutely should.
Yeah, I think they should change it.
But just do it. I mean, it's just going on for this.
Maybe that's what's going to change their fortune around.
I understand. Like, I understand the ties it is to, Redskins, and at some point they did have some success, but they ain't had success in the last like 20 fucking years.
I don't give a fuck how much success they had. I feel like if anybody has any problems with something that you commercially pushing or something that's out there, if any of the public have any problem with it, I feel like it's your responsibility to change and do what's right.
Washington Bullets changed that name.
This ain't the first time that this came up though. So
no.
Right. Yeah, I mentioned a few other times before.
I think that shit go back to
why I keep dragging it.
But no, their owner don't want to change this shit unless it's affecting his bottom line.
Snyder.
That's why things.
If it ain't gonna change his money, he don't care. He don't want it. He want to be associated as Washington Redskins. But with them, Nike took their stuff off of their site, right?
Right, the Redskins stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Nike took that's going to affect his money.
Right.
So if they going to hold up with that,
and they play at FedEx Field, and FedEx want to pull. Well, they want them to change their name before they pull up.
Now, one more thing. Did y'all know that the owner, his name was George Preston Marshall, but he was the last one to integrate in 1962 with black players. And the only reason why he did that, a threat to the bottom line from Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy. I don't know if y'all remember, but back in the day, he threatened to take the leasing rights off of the name of the stadium. Back in the day, it was RFK Stadium.
Oh yeah. Right.
And so
not that stadium, but that stadium you're talking about is still there though.
Right. They're still in DC.
Yeah.
So, but they used to play there in the early '90s and stuff like that. So, he's only, like you were saying, it's basically hit him where it hurts in the pockets. That's the only way that we're gonna get some change.
Right.
Because now that these big companies are coming out, now it's under review, and now
they're gonna end up quick. I think they're gonna end up just changing.
And one more thing, one more nugget I wanted to say is that it's just the unawareness from people in power or owners. He said he will never, and said you can put it in caps. He said I will never change the Redskins name. He says that he said that it's an honor. He says that he's not open to a name change because he considers it an act of honor to Native Americans. To call them Redskins or to keep the name of Redskins, not Braves or something like that. Redskins. Like, who are you to say that?
Right.
Who are you to say?
Like,
you know what I mean, to speak to that?
If you giving me props and I feel like it's disrespectful, like
you can't sit here and double down and say no. It is. That's just fucking nuts to me, and I think that's like part of the problem right now. It's just a lot of people are just like aloof and just fucking unaware and just in their own fucking thinking the way they want to think, got their own thoughts about shit and just running with that instead of listening to the people that's oppressed or the people that have a problem with what's going on.
Right.
So
that's what's wrong with the world, man.
Mm-hmm. So y'all got any other thoughts on that? You ready to move on?
We can move on. I
Change
don't really
name.
care about the Redskins. They ass.
So now
and don't pop that. Y'all can't pop that Super Bowl shit to Philly no more.
Oh man, I hate that shit, dog.
Eagles got a Super Bowl.
Redskins and Dallas fans always want to bring up Super Bowls that was in the early 90s. Like,
Niggas
y'all motherfuckers was in diapers when these niggas won a championship and be defending these same titles. Like, y'all wasn't even...
Hey, y'all didn't even see Troy Aikman and
you know what I'm saying?
Michael
Like,
Irvin and Emmett and all them.
Bruh, you wouldn't even know nothing about the sport when the last time they won a Super Bowl. Like, playoff games. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't shit.
You must got some friends with some. You must be friends with Redskins.
Nah, man, I am though, dog. Like, I know like Redskins fans. I know like Dallas fans from.
We all know
DMV.
Dallas fans.
Yeah, we all know Dallas
fans.
fans.
They used to go to the games all the time.
I ain't go to all the games. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, we went to an Eagles Redskins joint.
Did we? Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
supported
yeah,
the
yeah,
Redskins
yeah.
for a second.
I didn't support the Redskins at all.
Well, we went.
Nah, you talking about my old head, man, big bro. I don't give a fuck who he played for. I was always rooting for the Eagles. Right. And I'll tell that nigga to his fucking face. I don't care. He had a game out fucking Pittsburgh. Huh?
Who's he?
Come on, we know what it is.
I know, right? We ain't gotta go into all that.
We can't do that.
All right, well, we'll talk about it later. So it's cool. But anyway, it was out Pittsburgh. He asked me that I want to go to the game.
I'm just saying, like, the people were just like wondering, like, who's he?
Just know he played for the
Redskins. He played for the Redskins. It don't matter. But he had a game out in Pittsburgh. He asked me that I want to go to who?
So you want to give us a position?
Running back, man. Goddamn.
Right, man. Goddamn. But I got this vendetta against like Pittsburgh sports, so I didn't even want to go to the game because I didn't want to be associated with Pittsburgh sports at all. Like,
Yeah, you had a real drama.
yeah, I hated them niggas, man, all of them. They fans are just different, yo. Like everybody in Pittsburgh, they are a homer, yo. It don't matter if it's baseball, hockey, Steelers. If they're from Pittsburgh, they like their team is Pittsburgh,
Right?
And that shit made me sick. Because coming from Philly, where you ask 10 different people, you can get 10 different answers, yo. But like, I love the fact that I like the Eagles, but everybody else, you know, they got your Dallas fans and everywhere else.
I know a couple Giants fans,
Colts fans, like
Colts fans.
Quay got the most random teams. Like it's like you just pick random on a game.
yeah, nigga, Indianapolis,
He said random when he
The R2, the R2. I like them.
Miami.
I
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
feel like
saying?
the Colts and the Heat. Like
Yeah, but Pittsburgh,
good
they
shit.
die hard Pittsburgh fans, man. I hated it.
I only remember one thing about Pittsburgh, and I don't know if it's just the area that your school was in, but that shit is hilly as a motherfucker,
Yes.
dog.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god,
like-
it's
it's
rock,
Manny
like,
Young
You remember
all
that
over.
joint?
Aliquippa,
Going to North
I
Light,
had
when we used
folks
to
up
play
at
ball and
Aliquippa.
shit at school,
Yeah.
And Roxborough,
and they did
yeah.
that deep ass hill.
Yeah.
Dog, every hill in Pittsburgh
Yeah.
is like
It's
that.
like
yo.
that, yeah.
I'm like, yo, what is going on, yo? Like,
One thing about that though, they got one of the most beautiful views of like a skyline because of that. Like across the one of the rivers looking into the city.
yeah.
Just
And
beautiful.
they got some great players.
It's
that come
called
out
like
of
Three
that.
Rivers or something.
Great players that come
Yeah,
out of
well,
Pittsburgh.
Three Rivers, I think the Ohio and I don't know the other two, but they're there. You know,
Lake Erie? You talking about the lakes
I've
out
never
there?
been.
Lake Erie.
Rivers.
Oh, Rivers.
Philip?
Anyway, this ain't fucking National Geographic. Test my mind. I'm not smarter than a fifth grade motherfucker. So lift every voice and sing, man. Y'all heard about that?
Smack in the
NFL?
face.
I feel like it's a mockery.
Smack in the face.
How y'all feel about that? Yeah.
It's a mockery. What the,
The
fuck is
NFL,
going
the
for 1 week
NFL,
gonna do?
real quick, the NFL is all games in week 1. Week 1, they will play lift every voice, and sing before the national anthem.
Before the national
Before the
anthem.
national anthem, week 1. How do you feel about that?
I feel like
AJ, you started already.
I'll let Dre
Go
start.
ahead, Dre.
It's funny to me, man. I don't care too much for it. They rarely even show it anyway. Like, when do we really hear the national anthem?
No, we don't.
I feel like
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
When else?
And maybe week 1, yeah. And Thanksgiving games.
That's it. Like, it's
playoffs, maybe.
I mean, if it was all year they did it, then maybe it's like week 1 we're going to do it, and then it's just going to get swept under the rug like everything else. But I think, lift every voices.
Like, as long as they don't got like fucking Garth Brooks or Kenny Chesney performing that shit, like that'd be something. Like, cause it's like I feel like they be missing with that shit. Like
Fantasia's going to be there.
That's what I was saying.
She's going to be in one of them stadiums.
I'm like, just imagine they going to have the Dixie Chicks singing like "Lift Every Voice" and sing.
I do want to see Drew Brees.
They're going to fuck that up, huh?
They should put Drew Brees in.
I wouldn't be surprised if Drew Brees was actually the one who suggested this, yo.
Well, they're definitely going to show him.
For real.
They're going to show him the whole song.
Yeah.
They're going to see every gesture he do.
But the one time they fuck up and they make someone like white sing that is the day it really dies, yo.
Well, it's dead after week 1 anyway.
Right.
Well, I think I talked about this last week, and I kept saying, like, I don't know if I was using the wrong word, but it's almost like a handicap. Like, I don't want to feel like
you're doing all this.
not just doing too much. Like, this is.
What does this help to our cause?
I honestly believe that I'm insulted by it. And I'm just like, who the fuck came up? Because they're saying that this was.
I started cracking the fuck.
I want to know who came up with it.
Hold on. I'm about to tell you.
Drew Brees.
They said they came up with this.
Drew Brees.
They said they came up with this after brainstorming with numerous players and the Players Association. So I'm thinking, I hope it wasn't that fucking coalition, that black coalition led by Michael Jenkins and them. Hope it wasn't them, because I'm fucking pissed off at leadership.
I don't think so. I don't think it was them.
I just think it feels like a big slap in the face for me. I feel assaulted by it.
Take this one back.
Like, this ain't helping shit. Don't give us this. What the fuck?
He said, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this? It's just don't. It is. They said they also plan on honoring the victims of police brutality with helmet decals. I like that. They can do stuff like that. But this fucking lift every voice and sing, I don't like that. That's bullshit.
So it's not laughing matter.
I'm listening. I'm hearing the song in my head now, and I'm like, I laugh every time because I'm like, I can't even picture somebody singing that before a football game.
I can't wait till they do that in Dallas when they do it in
to all the white people
Texas Stadium.
They're gonna be all kneeling.
Jerry's World. Jerry Jones ain't saying nothing about this shit at all.
When they start panning around that stadium to the white people when
they're gonna all have hats on. They're gonna be waving the American flag. It's gonna be fucking.
I cannot wait, yo. This is an epic fail. But all right, whatever.
Let that Confederate flag show up anywhere.
They also saying that during the week 1 broadcast that they're gonna have like PSAs, educational PSAs, like little commercials running about the victims.
I can get that. I can understand that.
That's better than fucking lift every voice.
I can understand that
before the NFL games.
In week 1, that's just fucks. It just feels so insulting when I hear it, especially just doing. Week 1, it just feels like
it's just doing too much, like D said.
Why don't we just get rid of the national anthem? I'm cool with that.
I am too.
Just getting rid of that all as a whole.
Like, I feel like before.
Well, like I said,
do a new rendition like like Eastside High School song,
or just let Lil Baby write that shit. Like, y'all can let Lil Baby write the new national anthem. He'll fuck it up.
So what I do like is, some of these the college players, they starting. Well, one of them is we hearing people talk. We heard one of the other top recruits saying that he was considering it, and we finally got one who actually went out and did it. McCord Maker, 5-star recruit.
Hands up to you, young boy.
I like what he's doing. I like that.
Salute you for real. For real. That took a lot to do that. Like,
he chose Howard over UCLA, Kentucky, Memphis. All obviously better schools, and we get him a lot more exposure and games on TV and stuff like that. So he's sacrificing, those amenities.
Pros and cons.
I think it's a changing of the guard though, because I think a lot of them schools be on TV because of the players that they do have. And if you get these top recruits that's going to start going as Howard, Dell State, like HBCUs, they're going to start putting them motherfuckers on ESPN for sure. You ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, ESPN follows the talent.
Yeah.
They not. I mean, of course, they're gonna
ESPN.
have their North Carolina Dukes and all that, but if they don't have that talent that some of these other schools got, they're definitely gonna start showing the other schools also.
You know how long?
Not so much as canceling
And
the top
they need
schools.
You know how long that's gonna take?
What you mean?
Because it's gonna take. They're not getting all the good recruits every year. It's gonna be sprinkling in. I don't believe it's gonna be a movement. We'll see how it goes.
But they gotta
But
start.
it's only one.
But they gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
absolutely.
So what are you talking about that's going to take so long?
I think it's gonna
Just to, like, the schools not having the talent. I don't think they're not gonna have talent. I just think college sports is all about next man up anyway. So
I believe the smaller schools, Howard, Morgan State, all of those, they're so far behind with money, financially, boosters and everything given back to the university, resources. They got so much more of these big universities that it's going to take a while. So McCord Maker goes, what if it's not until another 2 years before 3 more players go? It's going to take a while.
But what if he get one other player this year? They go to the Sweet 16.
To go, you mean come to Howard?
Yeah. What if one other
Any small school, you can look at the schools.
If
that
it's any
did it,
school
like,
I'm gonna go to, it's gonna be Howard.
you
If
can
I'm
do
gonna go to
any
any
schools like that.
HBCU.
I mean, it'd
Right.
be like
But
the George
if I'm that
Masons and
athlete,
stuff like that.
anyway.
Like they was nobodies. Like you know what I'm saying, they made it to what, Sweet 16, Elite 8.
Right.
Like it's some
That's
small
what they
schools that can
I
actually.
like to start, man. I love it.
Do
man.
I understand that you gotta say you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, you got to start
However,
somewhere for sure.
You're gonna have to get a lot of these other kids to actually go along and do it for it to make a dent.
And they just might.
Honestly,
I think the talent shines, man. Like Ja Morant went to Murray State, bro. Like
right.
second pick in the draft. Dog.
I'm not saying that he's not gonna play well. I'm just saying I believe for it to really make a dent because I believe these schools are so far behind the blue blood schools.
But that's the thing. I don't think
it's
it's for the schools. These players are like, yo, I'm only gonna be here 1 year anyway. I'm not about to come here and generate you all this money. I can't get none of it. I'm gonna go to a HBCU. At least I'm helping my people in this process. Like,
and you also have to it's gonna take unity.
yeah.
Because you're gonna be giving up a lot of these amenities that I mentioned before, like these big time schools. They get chartered flights. They get stipends for food and stuff like that. They eating well. They staying in the best hotels. They playing in front of big, 20,000.
Wait, you be seeing these young boys' Instagrams?
Here's the thing, though.
They having the Marys on, Rollies on. They already
They
getting
getting free.
Here's the thing.
But that's not what I'm saying.
With more notoriety is going to come. Excuse me. With more notoriety is going to come more money. And one thing that you hear coming up, like I was saying, like being a part of the program that I was, like smaller programs and stuff like that, like talent. If somebody wants to find it, they're going to find you. You good enough, they're going to find you wherever you at. Howard ain't really a bad move. It's more of the most notable HBCUs that they have out there. I think it's going to happen quicker than what you think. Like, I don't think it's going to take a couple of years.
I'll say 3 max.
It may be 3 max, but I'm thinking like maybe next year another commit will probably go there or something like that.
And that's what I'm saying. If you go,
I think
They got something this year. They can still do it.
They can still do it, but I think just him making that move and actually committing to going to it, that may just open the eyes to a lot of young kids to be like, yo, maybe I should think of it too. You know what I'm saying?
Now, real quick, I want to give you a little background on McCord Maker, where he's from. He's born in Kenya, moved to Australia, moved to California. I think his mindset might be different than these kids that you say wearing the Marys and got all these rollies and stuff like that. They might be thinking money. They might be like, man, fuck all that. You know how some young boys ain't even on. You gonna have to have.
Well,
people.
if they thinking money now, they don't got to go to college route. They can go to G League route. Like, that's another outlet too.
Right.
That's still
But
big
some
programs losing talent players. Like, they gonna have to do something.
And somebody already did that,
do
right? Somebody already went to
I think 2 or 3 young boys went to the G League. That's before the HBCU shit. So I think that's 4 or 5 top recruits already. That's not going to top schools. That's a change of the guard, bro.
And if they all didn't do it, they would have
Like,
started.
I respect what you're saying. I respect your opinion. I just think it's still too early to say, and I still think it's going to be a little.
I mean, it's in the early stages, but I mean, like I said earlier, like you just got to start somewhere.
You were saying if it's one school to go to, Howard. Did he went to Howard?
Yeah.
It's a lot of politicians and successful people. If they wasn't successful in
Howard's
basketball, them
gonna be
motherfuckers was
fucking
4-29 last year.
They is gonna be fucking rocking.
Now, real quick, now I want to give you one more thing. I want to tell you. A lot of times, these big schools, blue blood schools, pay these smaller schools checks to come play them, to put them on their schedule.
Right.
Absolutely.
Last year,
I'm gonna stop you right there though. It doesn't really depend. It doesn't matter what bigger or smaller. If you want somebody to come play you like outside of conference, there's money exchanged in that. It doesn't matter.
right? So the out of conference schedule that we talking about. I just want to let you guys know that it was a whole month that Howard had no home games, and that was just so they can meet their budget from the checks like we was talking about. By the time they do enter conference play, they getting their ass wiped by all these big time schools. It's hard for them to make the tournament. So it's gonna be hard for them to make the tournament after, getting their ass kicked by all these big time schools. We'll see how long it takes. I'm just a little more skeptical. I like it, but I just think it's gonna take a lot longer than what y'all think.
Tournament and everything. Even Ben Simmons ain't make the tournament. If you're a top recruit, bro, them niggas don't care about that shit, bro. I'm doing this to get to the next level. That's all it is. And they don't want motherfuckers piggybacking and just making all this bread. Like, y'all penalizing, like we say before, Jameis Winston got caught stealing crab legs. Like, this is the number one quarterback for the number one college team. Like, you should never be in that position. They selling his jersey, his likeness, all that. He don't make nothing off it. So these young boys like, you're not doing that shit to us no more. Like, that's it. I'm not worried about all this extra TV deal, all that. I don't want y'all to make millions off me. That's it. Whatever comes with that, we'll deal with it. We'll figure it out. But I like it. I ain't
still want to go to the league.
Yeah,
we definitely know he's going to the league. It's just going to be interesting to see. I'm just interested. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that this year, see how that goes.
Yeah, we're going to keep our eyes on anything sports related at this point.
Anything
sports related.
If y'all basketball fans, I think y'all should really check out that tournament, yo. The basketball tournament.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw we had a
That's
team.
some good basketball, yo.
Who was the? I saw Khalif White hit a
Brotherly
game winning Brotherly Love. I saw that.
I'm gonna shout them out because they holding Philly down, and we got dogs like but they won a game about 16 and 17 yesterday, and they played the 5th seed in these next couple of days. But
that tournament, how much you win at the end? How much can you win?
$1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah, and I think it'll go up.
It's a tournament for $1 million.
But if y'all didn't know, that's what the NBA adopted the All-Star game off last year. That's the format they do the games.
Okay.
So basically, they do the 3 quarters, and then at the end of the third, add the score, and then they make a set score like I guess 20. NBA did 24 points.
You got to get to.
So whoever's leading is they score plus a certain amount, and they got to get to that. So
I thought it was like first team to get to like a certain number. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that number don't get set until after the 3 quarters.
Oh,
so whoever wins.
Lane's Carpet Cleaning is a family-owned business emphasizing customer satisfaction. We focus on delivering the best carpet cleaning and upholstery service experience one can find. Our top-notch cleaning service can help extend the life of your furnishings. Contact Lane's Carpet Cleaning for more info. You won't be disappointed. That's Lane's Carpet Cleaning, Lane's _carpet_ cleaning on Instagram. Good Space Studio, which provides a photography space to rent for photographers and creators alike, promoting good creations, good vibes. Follow at Good Space Studio PHL on IG and Facebook. That's Good Space Studio PHL on Instagram and Facebook. Last topic, I'm gonna defer to Wade and Dre as business owners. We were talking about black businesses and your, I guess your, what's the word I'm thinking of? Your experiences with, as a consumer and your experiences as an owner. You want to start off with?
Dog, I'm down with supporting black businesses, but I say this shit all the time, yo. Support quality black businesses. You know the problem I think is, dog, with us as black people, I think we scared to hold each other accountable. For the same shit that we might complain about for like a bigger company or something, like where we go eat, where we shop at and whatnot. we probably won't. Some of us won't say it about a black-owned business because it's like, yo, we don't want to feel like we tearing them down or hating. But that part comes on the consumer's behalf. The hating part. It's okay to take constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to give constructive criticism, but we also got to learn how to take constructive criticism. You dig what I'm saying?
It's a respectful way to do it.
It's a respectful way to do it. And just being on both sides of it, it's just like, me as a consumer, I don't care where I'm at. I want to feel like whatever I'm spending my money on is worth it. I've had issues in the last 2 weeks with a restaurant and getting shirts made and shit like that. And you know what I mean? Like, I hold people accountable for that shit. I had to wait 3 hours to get my fucking food.
I know.
Right, because I got you a platter too. And the lady gonna tell me that, you know, the food is made to order. And I'm like, I ordered this shit at 3 o'clock. If I come down here at 5:30, I just want to pick it up. Like, I don't care if it's cold or not. If I order at a certain time, then that's why I'm expecting to come pick it up, because I'm expecting this to already be ready. You get what I'm saying? It's hard because the food is so good. But that's the point is like, you got to have better customer service. And it's every week with that. As far as like the t-shirt thing that I had going on, I'm asking a guy to make this t-shirt. I see his work, so I'm like, damn, you can make this t-shirt that, you know, me and my partner been looking for, basically. You know what I mean? Because of the work you just did. If you send me back something that is not what I asked you to do and what you told me you can do, like, that's disrespectful to me. You know what I mean? It's a slap in the face, because you're giving me something that I didn't ask for, and you're expecting me to be like, no, I mean, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's all right.
But it's not what you want.
That's not what I wanted.
What
You get what I'm saying? So I felt like communication is big in any relationship. We talk about communication. We talk about that between like a man and a woman, but it don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter in communication. The bottom line is the shit. And I don't want to be quoted like fucking Steve Harvey, but it's the shit. The friendship, the relationship, any type of relationship that you have, dog, like, communication is really important, especially in business. So if I'm asking you to do something for me and you telling me you could do it, I expect you to do that shit. And if you can't, I expect you to come to me and be like, I wasn't able to do this, but what do you think of this? The nigga just sent the joint to me and was just like, this is what I got. You get what I'm saying? And at that point, I'm just like, yo, I was like, this is not what I asked for. I got to take my business somewhere else. So even, you know, I try to meet you halfway. I'm like, I'll take your shirts off of you and just go to somebody else. Right. But by the time I went in there with my partner to, you know, check out the shirts and everything, he had already tried to figure out a way that he could actually get the shirts done, which I do respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't quit in doing that. And at this point, I'm just waiting for him to nail it. But it's just like, it's a way to do that business. Because even then, you gave me a window of when my stuff was going to be done. Right. And now I don't have it done. And in between that, and in between that, you were telling me what was supposed to happen. And it's like, none of that stuff was going on. So as I'm asking questions, you don't have a website. So anything that I ask you, like, I have to literally ask you just to make sure that I'm clear on what's going on. So if you don't give me all the details, it's like, you can't get upset. You can't go put me on to somebody else or anything like that. Like, you got to give me these details. And I just don't think, like, we hold ourselves as the consumer and as the business owner, we don't hold ourselves accountable, man. We got to hold ourselves better.
I agree.
Do you believe that when, like, a black business and they see a black person buying from them, do you think they have the same customer service like they would if it was somebody white buying from them? Do you believe that, like, because of somebody black or somebody that's like them, they kind of like,
oh yeah, I can ship this in a couple days,
or you just think it's like a mindset? Like, do you feel like? Because I do feel like that sometimes, like, buying from some black businesses.
But you shouldn't.
I hope not, but I hope not, but I do sometimes. You know, I do feel that way. I think, like I said, I think it's because we don't really hold each other accountable. Right. It's just some stuff we like, yeah, that's not exactly what it is, but maybe though. And it's just like, no, you can't do business like that. Like, even as an owner, I like to look at it as a consumer aspect. I am a consumer. So if I want something specific from a business and I go there and I pay my money and you're telling me that, that's what I expect. So when people come to me and I'm telling them something that's my business, then I know that's what they expect and whatever I said. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I think there are people like that. Like it's crazy because even with being a photographer and owning the studio, the request of people, and Dre, you probably go through the same shit. But people would just get on your DM and just be like, how much? And it's just like, yo, like a hello or how you, that shit goes a long way. Right. Just like how you talk to anybody else in the business, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know you, yo. You know what I mean? Just be like,
that's what I be thinking. Like,
it's just communication.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's a right and wrong way to go about things, and I feel like that as an owner, and I feel like that as a consumer too. Like, I don't know you, so. How you say, what's up, bro? Like, I mean, that's that's cool, but it's just like the formalities of some stuff. Right. You dig what I'm saying?
And like an example of that was like a few weeks back, a female DM'd me and she was like, "Are you available today to clean my carpets?" And it's like, "Hello, like who are you?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, "No, I don't have no availability today, but you could set an appointment for another day that you're available, whatever it is." So, of course, she seen it, didn't respond back. This morning, she texted me. I posted a picture of a carpet I did this morning, and then she like commented on a post on a story that came to my DM, was like, "Hey, are you available today?" And I'm like, book a appointment. Like, if you ask me if I'm available today, even if I am, I'm not coming out there to you. Right. You have to book an appointment.
Right.
So then I told her, I'm booked up until July 21st. She seen it and still ain't responding back. You know what I'm saying? And at this point now, it's just like, I don't even want to I don't even want to clean it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to clean it now. You know what I'm saying? And it's one room. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do it, but it ain't the right way to go by doing it. It's not like, yo, come here and I'm just going to up jump and go and clean it. Day up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She's looking at it and just not saying nothing and just coming back and like you're not a person. Like, you're clearly looking at it, checking it. So it's like, how are you just coming at people like that?
Weird, man. It's weird.
And I feel like a lot of black people, we just like want to be rebels and shit. Like, he said he make an appointment. People clearly not going to do that.
They don't
just because he said make an appointment.
Or RSVP. We always got a problem with RSVP. People don't never fucking RSVP.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I don't think I ever RSVP.
Never want to do the fucking right thing.
But, as a consumer, I like supporting black-owned businesses. Like Wade said, though, I like my shit to be quality, and like especially with these food businesses. Like, if somebody calls y'all for food, 9 times out of 10 they're hungry right then and there. They don't want to wait hours for their shit, or y'all don't have half the damn menu that y'all have advertised. Like, I don't be getting that. Like, it'll say we only do oxtails on Wednesday. Right. You get there Wednesday, as soon as they open, oh, we don't got oxtails today. Let's be like, damn, every time I come, I'm trying to give you, I'm trying to spend money with you.
It's like, why aren't you prepared for this Wednesday?
I can't even get what I want now. I gotta pick up what you have. And it's like, you go to other stores, and a lot of times that shit don't happen. Like, and another thing, a lot of black-owned businesses don't give refunds for nothing. And it's like, come on, like I'm not buying shit with the intent to take it back, but if something is wrong, if I buy a shirt and I find the shit got a rip in it later, I need to be able to take the shirt back. And if I don't see another shirt, I want my money back. Right? Yeah. I shouldn't have to. You bought this. Now you want to hook for it. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, that inventory shit gets to me though. Like, I feel like a lot of places they don't have enough for sure. Advertised.
Inventory for
It'd be crazy.
Like, if I need a medium shirt and if I order it, y'all tell me it's gonna be shipped within 4 to 6 business days, and we get to day 10 and 12, and then I call y'all up and y'all be like, "Oh well, when you ordered it, we didn't have mediums in stock." Like, I need to know that
email me.
It wasn't no mediums in stock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me know, which is communication. You let me know, then I know that they don't have that in stock. So I would just look at another shirt or it's somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all communication. It's frustrating as a consumer at times. You know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with certain businesses.
Because we're trying to support our people for sure, but it's like,
and that's the shit that I'm talking about, man. It's just like, I feel like we don't hold people accountable for stuff like that, man. I think a lot of that stuff goes unsaid to sometimes the business owner, and then maybe the business owner is not always receptive to that shit. But it's just like, these are the type of thing that you need to run a business. And it's like, I'm not hating on you, but damn, like I go back to the board with, you know, with the shirts and everything. Like, if you would have just told me you weren't able to do that, I could have figured out, I'm like, man, can we do X, Y, Z?
Right.
And if you can't do that, I just need to go somewhere else.
Go your own route on it.
The shit couldn't have went any simpler when I went to go see him. You saw what I sent you. You saw what I wanted you to do. And you was like, bet, I had it 7 to 10 days and shit. Then I found out that you actually make mock shirts before you even do the shipment. Never even told me that. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, all right, well, is it 7 to 10 days for the mock shirts?
Right.
Or is it
your actual shirt?
For my actual shirts that I need to get approved. And now 5 days then going by. So I'm like,
and don't be
where the mock shirts? Yeah, I'm like, so
where's the finished product?
Where the mock shirts at? And then I get put on to somebody else in the business who repeats the same thing that you say. And I'm just like, but I'm still trying to figure out the mock shirts. 7 to 10 days for that. No, but she didn't give me a right answer for that and said, I'll get back to you. Another 3 days go by. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's the communication part of that, man. It's like that gets overlooked from sometimes the business side. It's just like I'm giving them what I think is a good answer or whatnot, instead of being like, I just need to figure this shit out and just be upfront with this joint and see where we go. Like, that's the best thing to happen.
That's all. I mean, I feel like as a whole, like, we just need to tighten up as business owners, not even just with apparel, but with anything. I'm saying, if it's anything that you put in your time, your heart in,
your customers.
Value your customers, basically. That's all.
And be professional. Like, I be going in some places and they just be cursing at each other, be kids and stuff, I be cursing. I'm just like, yo, like, come on, man, Like, it's a time and a place for, like, your staff shouldn't be cursing around little kids if you in a breakfast of you do breakfast store. So sometimes you have families coming to get breakfast. You shouldn't have Pop Smoke playing with the cursing in the background, or your staff, yo, you got the fucking bacon, like you shouldn't have that. Like,
to your point, your staff should be an extension of you, man.
Yeah.
And just to go back to like the food thing, when we were ordering from that specific place, that's another thing. Like, I don't want to name the places right now because, again, I still have the guilty conscience of like, I don't want to tear them down, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, like, you gotta do fucking better. And to that point, as good as that food is, I just don't be wanting to go back because of how long it takes. But then it's just like I said, what you were saying, to have like the extension of the owner. You know, she's telling me while I'm on the phone, telling her worker, like, you know, you gotta say stuff this certain way because they may not understand it. But it's just like, this is just regular stuff that you should already know from the rip not to say. If you going to tell me my food going to be ready at a certain time and then I go down there an hour later and my food not ready, like, you shouldn't have told me it was going to be ready at that time. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I think you said something. You said your staff is an extension of you.
Yeah.
That makes me think about hiring practices. Do you believe, and this is a personal belief of mine, I believe a lot of these black-owned businesses, they don't hire the best qualified person all the time.
No.
They hire you. You get extra points because you're black, and they trying to keep it black and give opportunities to black people when they not always might not be the best candidate. You know what I mean, for the job.
I ain't mad at that because there's plenty of jobs that don't hire just because you are black. So it's like.
But at the same time, if this is
the
my
violence.
Business, if this is my
I'm
business,
just saying, like, if somebody got employees, like, who want to employ the pizza store in the hood? They might have the crackhead boy open, like, taking the trash out, delivering orders, like. That's helping somebody in the community. Like,
if
that's
you're
somebody
good at what you do.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe that you should just give a job to somebody that ain't good at what they do.
How good you gotta be to take trash out, Quay?
But I'm saying, like, it's some dudes in like poppy stores and stuff that you know they crackheads, but they be on their job.
And they be
that's
cool
what I'm
as
saying.
shit.
They be cool as shit. But they couldn't go to any other store and get a job or anything.
I get that.
No, I think
so it's finding a place for them. Like,
no. I think he's still talking about the extension of actually like the owner and shit, right. How respectful they are. Like, it's cool. You know, I go to certain places and it's like an employee that's just cool as shit. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's talking about as far as those type of people.
It's just, but it's some like we said, some people that take your order just ain't good at what they do. And I don't believe you should just give this girl a job just because we just trying to give another black girl a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it might be another person who values
fucking family members,
right?
and friends
Somebody
and
else
shit
that just
that
values,
ain't good
speaks
for it at
better,
all.
or that cares about customer service some more. Some people just be looking like they don't want to be there.
Yeah,
Shit, I'll tell
and
you
I
this
just
stuff
be like
further.
that.
There's a and I say his name like Chef Millie. Chef Millie could he could really cook. Y'all heard of Chef Millie before?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Right. So I'm a big Hell's Kitchen fan and shit. So that's how I came across Chef Millie. My bad.
Name another way, but
He
that's
was
my
cooking. he was cooking over there. Shit, they call it barcode now. What was it before then? Like something blue?
Johnny Blue?
No, not Johnny Blue.
Rose.
Over there.
Wasn't he cooking down there?
Damn, what was it called before
Triple
Rose?
Play.
Maybe it was when it was triple play. Whatever. He's cooking back there. His son was actually taking on orders, right? Now, I wanted to go over there and get crab fries. Crab fries was just loaded and crab meat. I didn't have shrimp on it or whatever, but whatever, Old Bay. I didn't know that Jones came with Old Bay, so I was just like, yo, can you add Old Bay on there? He was like, I mean, he already come with Old Bay. So right now, I'm just like, just strike one with me, nigga.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And at this time, his son he's probably like a teenager. He's probably like 16, 17 years old. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'm like, I'm just going to go over here, wait for my food. Now, I'm sitting here on the side waiting for my food. And I'm seeing orders come up. I actually see my order come up that I didn't know at that time. And he's taking a bunch of orders. Again, I'm sitting on the side. I can see him. He can see me. So after probably like 5-10 minutes or something like that, I go up there. I was like, hey, how's that order coming? Like, with my fries. He was like, oh, here they go right here. My shit was sitting in the window for that 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
I can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't once be like, yo, my man, your food ready, or check on the food.
I
And
just went through that shit too,
you know what I'm saying? And the fries was good, but I didn't go back because of the service. Like, I can't do that, yo.
You're the owner. I believe that you should employ the right people because, like you said, the food can be good, but if I can't get past customer service in the beginning,
And that was his son.
That's not the best candidate for the job. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can still get somebody else, but it may not be the best person.
But I feel like you also should know like how good you want the service at like a bar.
I don't think that I don't look at it like that, man. I don't.
I don't think you should dumb down service just because of where you at.
I don't think you should either, but you gotta also be aware
First
of your
of all,
surroundings.
you said you knew who Chef Millie is, so
I know who Chef Millie is.
Right, so he runs his business, or he portrays the business to be he's a high quality chef, and what he does that don't match. The help that you got and how your business is being represented, it doesn't match what you're trying to represent as your food and what you want to come across as your brand. That's all I was saying. It don't matter where you cooking at. Like, I didn't go into places and you just it's cool as shit. I could have easily went to that same bar, dog, and had great service, and the dude would have been cool as shit. Like, yo, I appreciate you trying my food, and I'd have been happy with that. But for him to look at me like, I don't know what you put on these fries. Like, again, there's no menu or anything like telling me exactly what's going on there. So I'm just asking, not ask politely. I'm like, could you put some Old Bay on there? And my man's just like,
right.
They already got it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like I'm just asking. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Man.
But like you said, you should have, instead of doing that, you should have pulled Millie to the side like, yo.
well, Millie wasn't even there at the time
So who
though.
made your fries?
Somebody in the back made them Jones though.
It was Billy.
So
No, Millie was he was definitely the head chef. I think he was out at the time. I think he was getting some some ingredients and stuff.
that's another thing too, though. Like when the owners aren't, and we gonna wrap it up, but like when the owners ain't there and like the person they have in charge, like a lot of times you look at like you try to be cool instead of like doing your job and shit. Like remember we was at work that day? It was years ago, and they told Dorothy she was a head of the crew one day, and then we was leaving out. She's like, "All right, guys, be back at like such and such for lunch." She was like taking it overboard and shit. Like some people don't know how to. They get power trips and shit when they start acting different.
Yeah.
Because they in charge for like an hour or something. Like
Yeah.
so, it's like you gotta watch who you got in charge when you not there too. Because that shit could have like you said, Millie wasn't even there, and you got a bad experience.
and you don't even wanna go
that
back.
nigga, he not even there.
Yeah, and as a
You know
disclaimer,
what I'm saying?
this was years ago. This was probably like 4 or 5 years
Had
ago.
to be
So
years ago.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's the end. Y'all got anything else?
I don't know. You
I
know.
don't got nothing else, man.
Well,
Episode 10.
This is our 10th episode. It's big for us.
Dom.
10 episodes in. We're excited, man. It seemed like it's been a long time, but it's been, a few months. We done came a long way. We can see a lot of the growth that we, from where we actually started to now. And hopefully we just continue growing and keep getting better for you guys out there. I want to remind everybody, please rate, review, subscribe, share, download. Every download, we appreciate it. So I want to, I'm your host, Quay. You guys got anything else before we get out of here?
I think they know our names by now.
No, man.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week for episode 11.
Yo, wait. Can you give me the number to the person that waxed you?
Get the fuck out of here.
That shit, this is already cut. So I